Hey guys, so I wanted to do not a video on things that that I like. One of those things is, as you know, I love MMA, and not only am I an MMA enthusiast, but and practitioner, but I also love my dogs and other animals that I have. But in this video, primarily my dog. And what made me think about doing this video was I just had my first dog. It passed away earlier this year, and it was a Chihuahua, and I've had it for a very, very long time. And and then my other dog that I just got probably about 2 years ago. I still have that one, and he's the only dog in the house now. So I thought, well, I wish I would have made a lot of videos with my previous dog, so why not go ahead and make some videos that I can keep for myself and put on YouTube, and then also share with other people. So this is the introduction to my my dog that I currently have right now, which is London. London is a boxer. I tried to get an angle where you guys could both see him and me. But let me go ahead and push. Hey, London, come here. Come here. So you see London here. He's basically a boxer, obviously. He's his temperament and everything is really good, and basically the introduction for London is that I'm about to kind of want to tell you guys about a little bit of how I got him. Originally, I had a Chihuahua, and he was my grandmother's. She was no longer able to, take care of him, so I went ahead and took Pepe off of her hands. And when I took Pepe off of her hands, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna have that one dog, blah blah blah, and take care of that. He was obviously a smaller dog, and he's a little bit overweight, but we got that taken care of, and he was back to his normal size, and everything was going great. And then my wife now, but my girlfriend at the time, she loved the little dog and whatnot, and I eventually got, tired of having a smaller dog, and I said, I want a bigger dog. And we had met some new friends, and they had a boxer. And, we went over there, and at the time, I was like, man, this dog is huge. And even though it's a medium-sized dog or a medium-sized breed out of compared to other dogs. And I said, man, this dog is huge, and I don't know if I want a dog this big, but I fell in love with the breed of a boxer when I went over there, which is all over the place, very friendly, and that was before I even read up on him or anything like that. And I just really probably spent more time with the dog than the new friends that we had met. And when I left, I told my Marita, which is my wife, girlfriend at the time again, I said, you know what, I'm going to go get a boxer. I think I want a boxer. And I did a little bit of reading up on it, and there was a bunch of things that I wanted. I didn't want a dog that was, aggressive, because I knew I wanted kids in the future and whatnot. And I wanted to make sure that I had a dog that I know, I'm not saying for a fact, but had a temperament that was very friendly, but protective of the home as well. And and I wanted a dog that was that we had common lifestyles, meaning an active dog. Because I do a lot of active things. I try to run and blah blah blah. I do all this other exercise type stuff, and I'm a very active person. So I wanted the dog that I was gonna get be also active too. So we went out, and I looked for a dog, and we finally saw this ad in online or whatnot for boxer for a bunch of boxers that had just been born, and it was probably about an hour away from where we lived on a farm, and we went out and took a look at the dogs or whatnot, and said, we're gonna get one. We want one, and we picked originally when we picked him out, the lady had already named him, and she named London Landon, and we were gonna stick with that name at first, but what we decided to do, it was too close to my name. My name is Orlando, so I didn't want. I didn't. It was just confusing for me. It sounded like I was talking because there's a lot of even though my name is Orlando, a lot of people call me Landy, Lando. It was just really kind of confusing, and I didn't want to have my name similar. Somebody saying something about the dog, and I go, "Huh? You say something to me?" So we changed it a little bit over to London, and it was just a little bit easier coming off of my tongue. Than have to really thinking about it. It sound like I'm talking to myself. So we went ahead and we changed the name, picked him up, and boy was it crazy. He was from a puppy all the way up until now. I mean, these dogs are extremely playful, extremely active. You have to take these dogs out, walk them. You have to let their energy out. Very, very easy to train in my eyes. I mean, you do have to keep them focused because they do have so much energy. But once you get them focused on what you're trying to accomplish, then very smart dogs, very playful, very active. But it's like literally, especially at this age right now where he's not a puppy anymore, he's an adult. It's like dealing with a 40-year-old for the rest of, his life. They're really just very playful, very great with my son. And that is so important. And it's really important how you train the dog too. I had a Chihuahua, Peppy, who was a smaller dog and had a big dog complex, like all Chihuahua and smaller dogs do, or most do. And I knew his limitations when it came to dealing with kids, and he really wasn't a kid-friendly dog. He kind of just he'll see a kid, but then he wouldn't do anything, but he would, go into his own space, and he didn't want to be bothered. Where London will lay right there with my son, and they roll around and whatnot, or my son will roll around with him, and London just sits there, and how kids can be. They basically, they they don't know. I try to teach my son how to pet, and he sometimes hits and stuff like that, and you have to have a dog that will be able to take that and has the temperament of that. And I really believe it's about how you train them. You can't train these dogs aggressively and use negative reinforcement to kind of fear the dog of you. Because I'm telling you, especially with dealing with children, you don't want that to snap back at you and then bite or do anything like that. So he had he had Peppy, which was the older dog. Peppy was born on 9/11, and just on the exact day of the Twin Towers. That's when he was born. He was a great dog. He was a real loner. And so we brought London in. He wasn't too happy about it for a while. He kind of was, it's amazing how these smaller dogs, and even though London was towering over him, London was definitely not London, but Peppy was definitely the alpha dog. And pretty much, hey, don't step on my toes type of thing like that. And they became really good friends. So I thought that also contributed to London's temperament, because not only does he know how to deal with children based on his temperament, but he deals with just smaller things at a more gentler attitude. He would play with Peppy, and he wasn't overly aggressive, even though he was, a bunch of times bigger than him. And so it translates over to my kid, which he understands that he's a human, he's smaller than him, and he has to treat him gently and things like that. And he's just a gentle dog altogether. Here right now he's just laying down as I'm doing this video. He just relaxing, and he's a really, really good dog. I haven't done anything to say about him, bad to say about him. He just relaxing right now. Just got done eating and exercising in the morning, going outside. And, I'm just going to try to make some more videos involving him. And hopefully you guys, if you guys have any questions about, boxers or my personal experience with boxers and London just in general, please comment, leave it in the comment box, and I'll try to make a video to address it. But like I said, his temperament and everything is great. Playfulness, health-wise, great. Just a really, really good dog. Really good family dog. And you can look on the internet and you'll find all types of stories about how boxers are good family dogs. And it's true, they really are. But once again, guys, I just wanted to make this video, introduction to London. Like as normal, please rate, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time.